Hello everyone, today we have new video review, and as you can see, this time we are going to talk about fresh release from ICM. It's a kit in 1/35 scale, which copies quite unusual version of the famous tank. It's a flamethrower tank OT-34 76 in 1/35 scale, and it's a kit number 35354. We have a commercial sample here, so it means you will get exactly the same stuff as what you'll see in this video review. So we are going to open it together and check what is actually supplied here in this nice box. And first of all, I have to say that box size is typical for this brand. Here you can see comparison with my hand, and box art is quite nice. Again, I will repeat it. And here we have also some information about the kit, so it's written dark on the dark, so I will just check it myself. There are 201 parts inside, and assembled tank will have a length of 189 millimeters, so not that huge model for a 1/35 scale. And here on the opposite side you can see 3 marking options which are included into this kit, and I would say that's more than enough for a 1/35 scale. So let's open it. As usual, we have stickers on each side of the box. It means that this box was not opened before us, and now we are going to cut it. And as usual, I remind you that if these stickers are torn, it means somebody was opening the box before you, and you should check all the parts if they're all right. Or maybe you should ask seller why it is opened at all. Okay, so box size is typical for this brand. As you can see, that's a flexible top part, and then inside we have a sturdy white cardboard box which should protect everything inside. So let's open it as well. Here is what we have inside. So all parts are packed into the same plastic bag, and then we have assembly manual on the bottom. We will start with plastic, obviously, so I just need to move it aside and open the plastic bag. In the meantime, I can also remind you that you can support us if you want to help us get some new kits. Then it's easy thing to do because we have a special donate button, and of course you decide how much you will get. So just go to our website, choose the amount you would like to donate, and it's done via PayPal, so it should be quick and safe. So here we start with the top hull cover. You can see that it's molded together with the front fenders, and I would say that such design should make it a bit easier to assemble. And of course we have a hatch for the driver molded separately. There is nothing inside, we have only push marks, but that's not serious because it won't be visible on the final, let's say, build of the model. Next we continue with the first plastic sprue. So here we have turret parts and also some panels for the hull. And note also this custom surface on the turret. I think it looks quite nice, so it just requires some careful painting and you'll be good to go. And of course we have all the hatches molded separately, so maybe you will be using this feature in order to open them and place some figures. Who knows? It's already your decision whether you would like to do so. But we continue with another thing. So we have a new small sprue for the flamethrower, which will be installed instead of machine gun. So you can see it is also detailed inside as well, which is quite nice. And next we continue with the lower hull section. So here it is. And that's really cool that it's molded as a single piece part. You don't have to worry about alignment of these elements together. It's just a matter of careful assembly and you'll be good to go. Okay, next we continue with sprues, which are hidden in this foam. And as you remember, if you watched previous video reviews, it's done in order to protect thin parts inside. Now I'm going to take it outside and we will take a closer look. So first of all, we have this sprue with suspension arms and also some of the hull elements, and everything looks fine, so there is nothing to complain about. We also have exhaust covers here, and just to remind you, we are dealing with exterior kit here, so there is no interior, even though here we have some internal elements for the main gun which will be hidden in the turret, but I guess it was done for the case when you plan to open the hatch, so that there will be something visible, because it should be visible on the real tank as well. Note that here we have engine deck cover pre-molded. It's not a P part, but I know that there is a I think, Edward upgrade, which actually gives you a chance to change these parts. Next, we continue with vinyl tracks. These ones I won't be even opening because, I mean, you can see that these are typical vinyl tracks, wafer type, and here you can see them from the opposite side. Some modders will be okay with this. Some modders will be trying to find some aftermarket solution, so that's up to you. If you are ready to invest more, then definitely go for aftermarket. Next, we continue with two identical plastic sprues which are dedicated to road wheels. So here we have road wheels molded as a single piece parts. As you can see, they are molded together with the rubber section, so be ready to carefully paint all this stuff, maybe use some masks or do your own. And we also have idlers, tensioners here, everything is inside, let's say, alignable, so we have some guiding elements, and you shouldn't be worried that it will be difficult to get them together. And next we continue with decal sheets. So this one is not that big. Here we have all necessary symbols for 3 marking options, as you remember. Printing quality is quite nice, so there is also a good chance that you won't have any issues. And next we continue with assembly manual. So let's close the lenses and zoom out. So this is a large color printed brochure. We have also the short history note here, as well as technical specifications and paints chart, and also some safety advices together with address of the manufacturer. Here we continue with parts map. Of course, red color means that these parts will not be used, but note that only few parts will stay on the sprues, so that's why you should keep track of your parts, do not lose anything. Here we continue with the top hull assembly. So as you can see, it's a matter of assembling all these separate panels together. It's not a difficult thing to do, and I think it might be even suitable for beginners. I think I skipped one page, or not. Just give me a second. Yeah, so here we continue with assembly. Flamethrower is already installed inside. Here we get the rear armor panel in place, and we also assemble these special housings for the suspension. We install the suspension arms, and then we continue with the driver seats and also the gunner seat. Do not be confused by these parts, because again I repeat myself that this is not an interior kit. This was done only for the purpose of exposing it through the open hatches, so that there won't be like emptiness and it will be clearly visible. Here we continue with road wheels. Then we install the thin railings, which were actually protected with the foam, as you remember. Next we continue with the tracks. So each side should be assembled out of 2 track lengths, and you have to glue them together. Next we continue with the main gun assembly. We also assemble the machine gun, which will be in the turret, and then you get all this stuff together. We have barrel, which is assembled out of 2 pieces. This is only the element which I would rather replace for sure, because it will be important to have a one-piece part on such model in big scale, so definitely consider getting some upgrade, maybe out of metal. And next we continue with one more step. So here we continue with storage boxes, which are useful for marking 1 and 2. And we also have tarp to be installed on the side skirts, and of course towing cable. As you can see, it employs this vinyl, which we saw together with tracks. Again, maybe it's better idea to upgrade it with some metal wire. Here we continue with the first marking option. It comes from summer 1943. One more tank from the same time and another one from 1943. This one is factory test period, and that's also quite interesting one. So all in all, we have a good release for, I would say, modelers who would like to copy an unusual version of this tank. It should be already available in Modelimix webshop. Of course, I will be happy to hear your opinion about such release. Do not forget to write it here in the comment section below. If you like this video, press the like button, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and I will see you in the next video review as usual. Thank you for joining me today, and bye!